Are you struggling to reach your financial goals? You're not alone. Many of us look at numbers like $10,000 or $50,000 and feel overwhelmed. But what if I told you there's a simple way to make those big goals feel a lot more manageable? Imagine standing at the foot of a massive mountain. It looks impossible to climb, right? But instead of trying to reach the top in one giant leap, what if you could take it one small step at a time? By the end of this video, you'll see just how close you are to reaching your financial goals, even if it doesn't feel like it right now. So grab your favorite beverage, settle in, and let's get started. Number 1. Break down the goal into smaller parts. When aiming for financial success, one of the smartest strategies is to break down your big goals into bite-sized chunks. Think about it. Saving $10,000 might feel like trying to climb Everest. But if you slice that goal into manageable monthly targets, say $833 per month, it becomes a lot more doable. If you're paid bi-weekly, divide it further. Save $385 from each paycheck. By focusing on these smaller, more tangible amounts, you'll not only lessen the psychological burden, but also set yourself on a clear path toward wealth. Each milestone reached brings you closer to financial freedom, one paycheck at a time. Now, let's make it even more practical. Imagine cutting back on a daily expense, like that $5 coffee you grab on your way to work. Skip it, and you've instantly pocketed $150 by the end of the month. Multiply that by a year, and you're looking at $1,800 saved, just from a small tweak in your routine. By finding these little pockets of savings, you can hit that $833 monthly target with less stress. Financial freedom isn't about making drastic changes overnight. It's about making smart, consistent decisions that stack up over time. Little by little, those savings turn into real wealth, giving you the cushion you need to achieve financial success. Remember, every dollar saved is a step closer to your ultimate goal. By breaking down the seemingly impossible into smaller, achievable steps, you're taking control of your financial journey. And hey, when you start seeing those savings grow, you'll be motivated to keep pushing forward. Each month, as you hit those targets, you'll gain more confidence and momentum. But there's more to this journey. Once you've got your savings plan in place, it's time to take the next step and make sure those goals are always front and center in your mind. 2. Make your goal visible. Now that you've got your goal broken down into bite-sized pieces, the next step is to make it impossible to ignore. When it comes to achieving financial success, visibility is key. Think of it like this. If your goal is a treasure map, you need to keep it right in front of you to ensure you stay on course. Place your savings goal somewhere you'll see it every day, on your fridge, as a phone wallpaper, or even on a sticky note on your mirror. This daily reminder keeps your target in your line of sight and your motivation high. For instance, if you're aiming to save $10,000 in a year, writing it down with a big, bold marker and sticking it where you can't miss it will constantly nudge you toward your goal. Visualization doesn't just mean seeing your goal, it also means tracking your progress. Creating a visual progress tracker, like a chart or a graph, can turn a daunting savings target into a series of achievable milestones. Picture this. You have a large wall calendar where you can color in each day you successfully save. Watching that calendar fill up with color can be incredibly satisfying and provides a tangible sense of achievement. The same principle applies to a digital progress bar on your phone or computer. This method not only keeps you motivated, but also makes your goal feel more attainable as you see your progress inching closer to completion. Incorporating reminders and progress tracking into your daily routine helps keep your financial freedom goals top of mind. Let's say you've made a habit of checking your savings progress every week. This regular check-in can be an excellent way to adjust your strategies if you're falling behind or to reward yourself for staying on track. By keeping your goal visible and monitoring your progress, you're not just working towards a number. You're actively engaging in a process that makes achieving financial success more interactive and rewarding. Ready to dive into how you can bolster your savings even further? Keep those eyes on your goal as we explore more strategies. 3. Find your financial cushion. All right, now that you've got your goal in sight and are tracking your progress, it's time to focus on discovering your financial cushion. This is the extra money you have left after covering your essentials each month. To find it, start by creating a detailed budget. List out all your sources of income, including your salary and any side gigs. Next, jot down every expense you have: rent, groceries, utilities, you name it. Subtract your total expenses from your total income to see how much cushion you've got. It's like finding that extra change in your pocket after a long day of shopping. Unexpected, but incredibly useful. Let's say you earn $3,000 a month, and your total expenses amount to $2,200 per month. That leaves you with $800 as your cushion. This is the money you can redirect toward your $10,000 savings goal. Think of it as your financial breathing room, the space you have to maneuver without cutting corners on necessities. If you're in the habit of overspending, it might be time to tighten your belt a bit. Look for small adjustments, like brewing coffee at home instead of buying that daily latte. Every little bit adds up and contributes to your cushion, making your financial success more attainable. If your cushion isn't as plush as you'd like, don't sweat it. There are ways to boost it, like finding ways to reduce expenses or increasing your income, which we'll dive into next. The key is to understand your financial landscape and use that cushion strategically to build up your savings. By identifying and optimizing your financial cushion, you're one step closer to financial freedom. Ready to explore how to enhance that cushion and make your savings even stronger? Let's keep the momentum going. 4. Use a high-yield savings account. You've got your financial cushion figured out, and now it's time to make that money work harder for you. Enter the high-yield savings account, a game-changer for anyone serious about boosting their savings. Unlike a regular savings account that might offer you paltry interest rates, a high-yield savings account gives your money a better chance to grow. Imagine this. You stash $1,000 in a standard savings account with a 0.00% interest rate. At the end of the year, you'd earn just a dime. But move that same $1,000 into a high-yield savings account with a 1.00% interest rate, and you're looking at a $10 gain. It's like upgrading from a bicycle to a speedboat in the world of savings. Finding the right high-yield savings account is pretty straightforward. Just do a quick online search for accounts with the best rates and make sure they're FDIC insured for peace of mind. You'll want to compare interest rates and features to pick one that fits your needs. Many of these accounts are easy to open online, so you can start earning more interest with just a few clicks. Think of it as planting your money in a fertile garden where it can grow faster and more robustly. By using a high-yield savings account, you're not just saving money, you're making your money work for you. It's a smart move for anyone aiming to achieve financial success and accelerate their journey toward financial freedom. As you grow your savings, you'll be closer to that $10,000 goal. Ready to explore how to maximize your savings even further? Stick around, and we'll dive into strategies to cut expenses and boost your income. 5. Cut your expenses. All right, it's time to tackle your spending. Cutting your expenses is a key move to turbocharge your savings. Start by taking a hard look at your budget and identifying areas where you can trim the fat. For example, if you're dropping cash on dining out, consider cooking at home more often. Say you spend $200 a month on restaurants. Cut that in half, and you could save $100 each month. Over a year, that's $200 back in your pocket. It's like finding a secret stash of cash you didn't know you had. Another area to review is your subscriptions and memberships. Are there any you rarely use or can live without? Maybe it's that streaming service you barely watch, or a magazine subscription gathering dust. Cutting a few of these can free up some extra cash each month. Also, consider your major expenses, like housing and transportation. Could you downsize your living space or use public transit more often? It's about making smart, intentional choices to keep more of your money where it belongs, in your savings. Cutting expenses doesn't mean you have to live like a hermit. It's about making thoughtful adjustments to your spending habits to boost your savings and move closer to financial freedom. As you make these changes, you'll see your savings grow faster, getting you nearer to that $10,000 goal. Ready to see how increasing your income can complement these efforts? Let's keep the momentum going. 6. Increase your income. Now, it's time to focus on boosting your income. Increasing your earnings can be a game changer when you're working towards that $10,000 goal. One of the most effective ways to do this is by picking up a side hustle. Whether it's freelancing, driving for a rideshare company, or selling crafts online, a little extra cash can go a long way. For instance, if you drive for a rideshare service on weekends and make an extra $100 each weekend, that's $400 a month. Over a year, that's a whopping $4,800 to your savings. Now that's a serious boost. If picking up a side gig isn't your thing, think about how you can increase your income at your current job. Could you ask for a raise or take on more responsibilities? Sometimes, a few extra hours or a promotion can significantly increase your earnings. Also, explore passive income opportunities. Renting out a spare room on Airbnb or investing in dividend-paying stocks can provide ongoing income with minimal effort. It's like adding extra layers to your income pie. Each piece adds up. By diversifying your income streams, you're not just working harder, you're working smarter. More money coming in means more funds for your savings goal and a quicker path to financial success. As you ramp up your income, remember, every little bit helps. Ready to put all these strategies into action and see how paying yourself first can cement your saving success? Let's dive into the final step. 7. Pay yourself first. You've tackled your budget, boosted your income, and trimmed your expenses. Now, let's talk about a powerful strategy to lock in your savings: paying yourself first. This approach is all about setting aside money for your savings before you spend on anything else. Here's how it works. As soon as you get paid, automatically transfer a set amount from your checking account to your high-yield savings account. For instance, if your goal is to save $833 a month, set up an automatic transfer for that amount right after your paycheck lands. This way, you're prioritizing your financial success and ensuring your savings grow. This technique takes the guesswork out of saving because it happens automatically. Think of it as putting your savings on autopilot. By treating your savings like a non-negotiable expense, you'll build a strong financial cushion without even thinking about it. It's like reserving the best seats at a concert, front-row access to your financial future. Plus, it helps you avoid the temptation to spend what you've planned to save. Remember, paying yourself first isn't just about the money, it's about commitment. It's a way of telling yourself that achieving financial freedom is a top priority. By making savings automatic, you're setting yourself up for long-term success and staying on track with your $10,000 goal. With this final step, you're all set to turn your financial dreams into reality. So, now that you've got the blueprint, what's stopping you? Financial success isn't reserved for the lucky few. It's within your reach, right here, right now. But the difference between those who dream about it and those who achieve it comes down to action. Are you going to keep looking up at that mountain, wishing you were at the top? Or are you going to start climbing, one step at a time? You've learned how to break down your goals, make them visible, find your financial cushion, and even make your money work harder for you. The path is clear, and all that's left is for you to take the first step. But let me ask you this. What's one small change you can make today that will get you closer to your financial goal? Think about it, and when you're ready, commit to it. Share your thoughts in the comments, because when you put it out there, you're one step closer to making it real. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on more tips that can help you master your finances. Let's keep climbing together. Your journey to financial freedom starts now.